I want to keep doing it every time. Period.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to Let's Talk About It. Kendrick Lamar recently came out with a new diss track called Euphoria, which is a response to Drake's diss track called Push Up, which was released on April 19 of 2024. And there are a lot of mixed emotions about this. There were several other disses responding to another, but today we're only going to talk about the Euphoria diss track. Kendrick Lamar and Drake's feud has been going on for more than 10 years, since around 2013, when Lamar rapped on Big Sean's song Control, which was released on August 14, 2013, about how he wanted to N-word Drake and other rappers. Let's take a listen to the verse.
I'm usually homeboys with the same niggas I'm rhyming with, but this is hip-hop and them niggas should know what time it is. And that goes for Jamaica, Big Crit Wale, Pusha T, Meek Mills, A$AP Rocky, Drake, Big Sean, J Electron, Tyler McMillan. I got love for you all, but I'm trying to murder you niggas. Trying to make sure your core fans never heard of you niggas. They don't want to hear not one more noun or verb from you niggas.
I took it as I'm going to make it bigger than all of you put together because of how talented I am. But apparently Drake took it to heart, and that's when everything started to go downhill. Maybe it was a joke, maybe it wasn't. And he really did want it to be the only best rapper at the moment and ensure everyone preferred his music over any other artist. And besides, I don't think other rappers took it to heart. Maybe they did and I didn't notice. Leave a comment if you heard any other rappers mentioning about this verse.
Hip hop is a sport, so you're gonna have these little spits and spats, and it's all good because personally I respect these dudes as as people, you know what I mean. So outside of that, it's really nothing.
Just like he said, this is a sport and he is competing. Okay, now that we have established a quick rundown, let's start talking about a few verses that stood out in the song. Just before we begin, the intro you hear in the beginning of the song is spelled backwards. It reads, "Everything they say about me is true," just in case you didn't know.
I hurt your feelings, you don't work with me no more, okay.
I hurt your feelings, you don't want to work with me no more? Okay. Lamar's responding about Drake's response when he took offense to Lamar's verse on Control back in 2013. And apparently Drake didn't like that, which is why they haven't been working together since this dropped.
Control, the record, people still banging it, man. Where is Drake at with Control?
I'm probably like as done as like the rest of the world is with that record. Like I think it came and it went, you know what I mean? And not to discredit it, like it was a good moment, but at the end of the day, it's just like, it was like one of those sort of like fleeting like Twitter frenzies that like, it was cool for what it was, you know, and I'm just into making like, my thing is like, I like lasting power, you know, that's my thing. I want you to still be listening to this album in the summer or, you know, next year, where I want this to stay in your car, stay on your mind. It's like not even about the music, you know what I mean? It wasn't even about like the content of it. It just seemed to be about like, you know, all the and all the talking at the time, and now everybody's like over it. Nobody plays it. It's just like whatever.
But I think that's because it wasn't a single, and it did what it was meant to. It had people listening to lyrics and excited about hip hop.
And you and Kendrick are good as far as like the albums and doing records with each other. Did that kind of, when you heard your name, did you feel like, man, like that was kind of disrespectful? Or did you feel like, you know, our names were just kind of thrown in there and it was?
I feel like he made a decision, you know what I'm saying? And it was a decision to make, you know? He was like, man, I'm either going to go for this moment because I know it's going to be a big moment, or I'm going to like take heed to the fact that I have real relationships and I'm going to like not do that. Cause like, you know, I'll be real, like I've thought of doing that before. You know, I thought like, man, it would be crazy if I just went off on everybody, but it's just kind of like, where does it really get me? Then what? Then every time I rap, people are going to expect me to be confrontational, and when I'm not, then it's not entertaining. You know what I mean? It's like, it kind of puts you in a box a bit. So
I don't think that put Kendrick in a box.
I don't know if I necessarily respect it. You know, we all make decisions. I'm sure he'll be good. He's talented as you know what I'm saying? He's going to have another album and another opportunity to take the world by storm. So he'll be all right, you know what I'm saying? Even if it doesn't feature, you know, any of the names that he mentioned, which it probably won't, to be honest with you. I don't know who's going to go back from that and be like, yeah, let's link up and nah, you know what I'm saying? But he'll be all right. You know, he's a talented dude.
It's 3 ghosts left and I see 2 of them kissing and hugging on stage.
It's 3 goats left and I see 2 of them kissing and hugging on stage. In case you didn't know, the 3 ghosts he mentioned were himself, Drake, and J. Cole. Lamar, with the whole kissing and hugging, he's referring to how Drake and J. Cole were hugging on stage. Let's take a look at the video.
For real. Yo, let me just say this on the stage. This man right here, bro, I'm such a fan, and I feel like I'm speaking for all of us when I say this, bro. We are fucking wowed, amazed, blown away by your greatness, bro. It gives a nigga chills. to see you do this shit at the highest level, non-stop, and constantly serve us and bless us with the fucking soundtrack to our lives, bro. I'm fucking blown away by your greatness, bro. Thank you, bro. Y'all make some noise for Drizzy fucking Drake. God.
Did you hear him say, "We are fucking," and then a pause? Amazing. I can tell why some people can take it as why he did a pause right there. I don't see the big deal on hugs. I know guys don't hug each other unless it's bromance, but yeah, I don't know. Okay, now let's talk about I hate the way that you walk, the way you talk, I hate the way that you dress.
I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk. I hate the way that you dress.
I think Drake's outfits are typically a celebrity outfit. He has fashion style and he wears like a streetwear style, but hearing him talk is a whole different level. Let's take a look at this video.
Am I your type?
I'd do it.
Thank you.
I do it.
Not an it.
I know. I just felt like.
You do it. I asked, am I your type? And you said I do it. It's not funny.
Okay, maybe he's just a goofy person, but honestly, that girl did that to herself. If you want me to make a video about this, leave a comment.
He hate the bitches you fuck, cause they confuse themselves with real women.
Okay, so there's two different theories about this verse. The first theory is just allegation, so it's not true and it's not false. It can be about Drake's questionable relationship with underage girls, which are not real women. The perfect example is with Millie Bobby Brown and Bella Harris. This was a huge thing back in 2018, and everyone was talking about it. Millie Bobby Brown is a British actress. She gained recognition for playing Eleven in the Netflix series Stranger Things. Bella Harris is an American model and a daughter of the legendary music producer Jimmy Jan, who is known for producing Janet Jackson's famous albums. In 2018, Millie was 14 years old and Bella was 18 years old. While there were multiple allegations, there were no real solid proof of him dating these underage girls. The second theory is about clout chaser and Instagram models. Maybe the other rappers just see Drake hanging out with all these different clout chasers and models, and they just don't like that because they're basically using him just to be famous.
How many more black features till you finally feel that you're black enough? I even hate when you say the word nigga, but that's just me, I guess. Some shit just cringeworthy. Ain't even gotta be deep, I guess.
So obviously, this verse is targeting Drake's insecurity about his racial background. As you know, his mother is white and his father is black. I'm not going too deep into this, but there are people in time where people say if you are half black, you're not fully black and can never understand how to be fully black. I don't know much about it, but I have heard this from a few people over time. Lamar wasn't the only rapper that took a jab at Drake. Pusha T also decided to jump in back in 2018 in a diss track called The Story Adidon. Just even a look at the cover, you can tell he is making fun of his racial background. Just listen to the verse. Confused, always felt you weren't black enough, afraid to grow it because your fro wouldn't nap enough.
I just always felt like an outsider. I went, when I was in Forest Hill, it was an all Jewish school, and just being biracial, but still being Jewish. So I was kind of connected to the kids, but sort of distant. And when kids are young, they don't necessarily comprehend everything.
Right.
So it can get a little cruel.
And here's another with Rick Ross back in April 2024 in a diss track Champagne Moments where he kept repeatedly calling him a white boy. I mean, just look at the cover. I was actually surprised why Rick Ross and Drake fall out due to their many collaborations they have made over the years. If you want me to do a deep dive on why Rick Ross and Drake went from friends to foes, let me know in the comments. Not sure why someone needs to be poking fun at someone's racial background. It's totally offensive and it's not cool, and I'm pretty sure it's a lowball shot to throw. I mean, I like Drake. I think he's funny and he's goofy, but you can just talk about his goofiness or something. I don't know. I just think it's just weird.
Whoever that's fucking with them, fuck you niggas and fuck the industry too.
Wow, he is not playing. Lamar is willing to go to war with anyone that is siding with Drake. He doesn't even care who they are. That's the real I don't F with you and I don't trust you if you're cool with them. Is all the rappers really dissing each other, or are they just trying to get more attention within themselves? Back in the early 2010s, all these artists were big at their time, and whether it's through collaboration or a single album, they are all great in their own way and have connected with their audience song after song and time after time. Eventually, these artists were eventually going to get tired of each other, whether it's his presence, actions, or personality. I want to know, what do you think about Kendrick Lamar diss track towards Drake? Let me know in the comments.